Good evening and welcome to the Business Day. I'm Javon Keys. Operations are expected to return to normal at CIBC First Caribbean locations on Tuesday after employees represented by the Bustamante Industrial Trade Union BITU staged a sick-out on Monday. Only one of the 13 branches that's operated by the bank opened due to this strike action. President of the Bustamante Industrial Trade Union BITU, Kevin Gale, says a meeting will be held on Tuesday with the union, CIBC First Caribbean, and the Labour Ministry in a bid to settle the current issues.
It is our intention to attend that meeting tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. and take all reasonable efforts to bring some resolution to this particular situation that has been affecting our members.
Because of the strike action, only the Ligonier branch opened on Monday. But what led to the sick-out? The BITU says CIBC First Caribbean failed to fill a number of vacancies for months in both its branch network and other units.
Where the prolonged staff shortage has placed excessive pressure on our dedicated members, negatively impacting their well-being and morale. You see, the failure to fill vacancies within a reasonable time frame has aggravated the situation, intensifying the burden on the existing employees, whilst increasing what we would consider as a potential risk for the workers to be making costly errors, which the bank will no doubt attribute it to the individual worker.
Mr. Gale says meetings were held prior to now, but the concerns have not been addressed. In a statement, CIBC said, quote, "It is disappointed that its employees in Jamaica have opted to take industrial action, resulting in a restriction of banking services to clients," unquote. The bank says it is, quote, "working diligently to bring this matter to a speedy resolution," unquote. The BITU has noted, however, that the staffing concerns are not unique to CIBC First Caribbean.
It's a matter that relatively is affecting the entire banking sector. The BITU, however, is just treating with First Caribbean in the first instance.
And of course, we'll continue tracking that story for you. The Jamaica Stock Exchange says digital media company ICreate Limited will continue to be suspended from the market despite submitting its outstanding 2022 audited financial statements. The JSE gave the update in a statement this morning. Now, on August 21, trading of ICreate shares on the junior market was suspended pending the submission of the audited financial statements. Those documents were submitted on September 30. However, the JSE said due to ICreate's breach of the Junior Market Rule 503, that has prompted a further suspension. The rule stipulates, among other things, that entities on the junior market shall, quote, "have a mentor who shall act as a compliance advisor to the board of the eligible company or the junior market company," unquote. The JSE says ICreate has failed to remedy this issue. And to the foreign exchange market now. After the Bank of Jamaica pumped $20 million into the foreign currency market, the Jamaican dollar strengthened by the end of today's session. Banks and cambios are selling the US dollar for an average $155.43, reflecting a 5-cent improvement in the value of the local currency. $115.19 is the going rate for the Canadian dollar. The average cost for the pound is $188.44, while it's costing $168.09 for the euro. The JSE index lost 2,970 points, while the junior market index declined by 52 points. Leading the 30 winners were JMMB Group 7.15% cumulative redeemable preference shares, Everything Fresh, Knutsford Express, Epley and Carb Cement. The 67 losers were led by Pulse Investments, Regency Petroleum Co., Consolidated Bakeries, T-Tech and Image Plus Consultants. 8 stocks ended the session at the same price they began trading this morning. And that's it for the Business Day. I'm Javon Keys. Good evening.